Jai Gurudev all. My name is Ganesh Karthikeyan and I am from grade 8. Today's topic is irrigation converting deserts to fields. Respected teachers and my affectionate friends, whenever I think of the word barren land or desert, my readings say that they are not suitable for agriculture mainly because of two reasons. The two reasons are water scarcity and infertile land. So to understand the level of water scarcity and the infertility of the land, some scientific test has to be conducted. So the scientific tests are soil testing, availability of water body nearby, availability of minerals and estimated average rainfall in the particular area. Based on all of the above assessments, the irrigation of land can be planned in different levels. The first level is in a government level. The government can construct reservoirs to the rivers and can be irrigated through canals. Now I am in front of the canal where the water is from the Kabini river. The best recent example of a government project is Kaleshwaram Lift Irrigation Project. It is an Indian engineering marvel. This is a multi-purpose irrigation project on the Godavari River in Kaleshwaram, Telangana. Currently, this is the world's largest multi-stage lift irrigation project. Individual landowners can plant some things in rainy season like the rain pond concepts, or they can use the groundwater through bore wells. We can use many irrigation systems to irrigate the agricultural fields. The most two popular irrigation methods are sprinkler method and drip irrigation method. Today I am in agricultural land near Mysore where the drip irrigation has been implemented very effectively. If the water is fed like this directly to the plant, the water is not being used efficiently like drip irrigation and sprinkler method, because the water here will promote the growth of the weeds and will be evaporated easily. But in drip irrigation and sprinkler method, that can be avoided. Here is the borewell. The water is being passed to this unit and here is a tank. In this tank, the fertilizers are dissolved in water. So whenever the crops need fertilizers, through this unit, the fertilizers will get mixed to the water and be fed to the crops. We can select appropriate crops which are suitable for the weather condition. As we are talking about deserts over here, we can grow crops which consume less water. For example, maize, ragi, onion, jowar, etc. We can also use the method of multiple cropping. In multiple cropping, two or more crops are grown in the same piece of land. Some of the examples are agriculture, horticulture and forestry plantation. Now there is no use by just knowing all this. So we can execute this by spreading awareness to the farmers and the landowners. We should give training to the farmers and the landowners on the irrigation techniques and the cropping methods. Government can give financial support through the financial institutions with the help of government schemes. One of the example of this government scheme is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchan Yojana. Companies which use agricultural products as their raw material can also give financial supports to the farmers and landowners. I am proud to say that our parent organization Art of Living has involved and executed rural and agricultural upliftment projects. Some of the examples are river rejuvenation. Around 47 rivers have been rejuvenated by the Art of Living organization. Project converting drought to water sufficiency and supporting natural farming or organic farming. So these are the ways we can convert deserts to farmlands. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.